What is going on, guys? Merry frickin' Christmas. Man, I intercepted. Tua's pass is intercepted. And it's taken to the 40-yard line. So Tua, converting a couple really important third downs to keep the drive going, has just been intercepted. Wow. So as you guys know, I was not going to go live for this game because I was waiting for the Broncos game. But look, if you were watching our predictions, me and Rick, on Wednesday, then you guys know that I predicted the Packers to win this game. I predicted the Packers to get a dub in Miami and in a game that is very important for both teams. Miami is on a 3-game slide right now. They've lost 3 in a row. I mean, for a team that talk about week 5 after they beat Buffalo in week 3, they were talking about winning the division. Well, fast forward to now, and the question is, can they make the playoffs? They have come a long way. And Green Bay, kind of quite the opposite. They were sitting at 4-8. Playoffs were a distant thing, not even really in the picture. Now here we go. The Packers back in the playoff picture if they can win out. So I guess what I'm trying to say is this is a playoff game. I got a new wallet for Christmas. Check it out. Brand new wallet. Smells like real leather. Tastes like real leather. Just kidding. Okay. Where is thing? I'm going to open the door. Aaron Baker said, nice wallet. Thank you. Thank you. Showing off my new Christmas present. And as you can see, I picked the Packers to win this game. And I wore my shirt. Believe. That is Bigfoot in a hot air balloon. Because we just have to believe. We just have to believe that there's a way. I told you, the Packers are my second favorite team. Now, my family, we moved to Florida when I was 8 from Wisconsin. And they're still in Florida. So my whole family is at this game right now in their Packers gear. So it's really, really fun that they were able to. I mean, this is they're having a blast. They keep sending me videos at the game. They're having a great time. Man, so Tua, he's thrown 2 interceptions now in the second half. Zero touchdowns, 6 for 11. It seemed like they had some momentum going before that. So let's see if the Packers can get a 10-point lead. 6 minutes left in the game. And Aaron Jones is going to take the ball for a couple. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers have to feel pretty good on how they're set up right now. 3-point lead, 6 minutes left. It's really important they get points on this drive. Jin just said, Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. I told you guys I was going to jump on for the Broncos game, but this game was just way too entertaining for me to not go live for this ending. All right, Aaron Rodgers going to take a shot, and that's caught. A 20-yard completion. Is there any way you can crack that door? It's so hot. Thank you. What a catch. I've been looking for that thing. Can you find it for me? Thank you. All right. So in this playoff game, because I'm calling it a playoff game, the Packers need to win out to make the playoffs. And the Dolphins trying to hang on. Wow. A quarterback keeper fakes the handoff. Roger keeps it himself, goes for a yard. So they're definitely in a 5-minute offense right now. So taking as much time as they can off this drive and scoring a touchdown to make it a 2-possession game is definitely the goal here. All right. So Packers letting the clock dwindle all the way down. And that is caught for a first down on 2nd and 10. And it is becoming more and more unlikely for the Dolphins. Now, if the Dolphins can hold them to 3 points, they'll only be down a touchdown. So, but a touchdown here feels like kind of the knockout punch. So let's see. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. The clock still ticking. 7 seconds on the play clock. Down to 5. The ball is going to be snapped at. Oh, and they're going to call a timeout. So they call a timeout there at 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. Wow. What a game. What a game. I hope you guys are enjoying this one. I hope you guys believe, like my shirt says. I wish you guys could see my shirt a little better. Believe with Bigfoot and a hot air balloon. You have to believe if you're a Packer fan right now. Gotta believe. Man, it just looks like so much fun. I mean, I've gone to a couple games in Miami that weren't necessarily a lot of fun. The first thing I noticed in Miami was it felt like the stadium was really small. Because when I go to Broncos games or Packers games, like it feels like I'm in an NFL stadium right now. I went to the Miami game, and it just kind of felt like this is what I imagined a Division II college feeling like a game feeling like. Just not very big, but whatever. I looked up the numbers. It's not that small. It just feels small, if that makes sense. But there's really not a bad seat in the house, so that's the good news. And just a reminder, we are going live for the Broncos game. Obviously, I am a diehard Denver Broncos fan, but my Broncos have no shot at making the postseason. So I will cheer for the Packers because everybody wants to have a dog in the fight. Am I right? Tyler Fink, welcome, bro. Welcome back. He said, let's go Packers. It looks like the Packers. And, man, you guys, I told Rick in our predictions, I said, I think the Packers are going to win this game. And he laughed in my face. And I was like, dude, I don't understand. Like, the Dolphins lose 3 in a row. A healthy Aaron Rodgers, it's amazing how fast people forget how good he is. That one play that he threw down the sideline was incredible. The rush was coming. You had that wheel route, and he just flicked his wrist and the ball 35 yards, 40 yards downfield. My dog just knocked my light. Just right in the breadbasket. Are you kidding me? That was incredible. So to make this super simple, Tyler said, I got a Drew Alexander jersey for Christmas. You know what, dude? You know what's crazy? I got something too. You ready to have your mind freaking blown? You're about to have your mind blown, dude, when I show you what I got. What we got? Packers on the 30-yard line. Rodgers steps back. Oh, man, he's been so elusive today. And he slides down. Gain of 8. Avoids a couple sacks. Let me grab what I got. All right, where is it? Frick. Where did it go? Got it. Motherfucker. Stay. Check it out, bro. Check it out. I didn't get a jersey, but I got a card. And it's also Jareer Alexander. Aaron Jones with a gain of 9 on 1st and 20. So they call the holding penalty. They lose 18 yards because Rodgers gained 8, and then they get 19 when they redo first down. So just an incredible run right there by Aaron Jones. Take the Packers into the red zone. Tyler said, oh, sweet. Not as cool as the jersey, but nonetheless, I got a Pro Bowlers card. I found this. I'm not going to lie. I found this at the thrift shop, and they sell these things for like 5 cents a card. And I was like, is that Jareer Alexander? I picked it up. I looked at it a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I collect these things. You know, I don't collect any. I want to maybe get into collecting valuable ones, but I just like having the players. Mostly I have Broncos I grew up watching. But holy crap, let's just talk about this game for a second, because the Packers, it seems pretty complicated when you look at scenarios and stuff like that. To dumb it down, the Packers, they need to win out, and they need the Commanders to lose one game. That's all they need at this point. Seattle lost, Commanders lost, Detroit lost. I mean, everything is going towards Packers potentially getting in. Thank you, brother. Thank you for stopping by. He said, I was in Grossi stream, understandable, completely, especially for a Packers game, but I appreciate you stopping by. But you got to believe. You got to believe. That's why I put the shirt on, because I believe that the Packers can ultimately get this done. Liam says, hi. What's going on, Liam? Thank you for stopping in. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you guys are having a great time. I'm excited for the Broncos game right after this. I got a Rams fan coming over. He doesn't really do camera stuff a lot, so guys, be nice. I just asked him, I was like, hey, do you mind if we watch the game together? And then he's like, yeah. And I was like, do you mind if I have a camera on? So it's not really his thing, but we're just gonna hang out and talk ball. So yeah, be easy on him. He's a Rams fan. It's a bad year. It's a bad year to be a Rams fan. Commodores have the Browns and Cowboys the last 2 games, so I think they lose one of those. I do too. I hope the Cowboys aren't resting anybody for that game, but depending on what happens with the Eagles, they may still be playing for something. But the way the 49ers have been playing, they may be playing for a number 2 seed, right? The 49ers could potentially be trying to jump Minnesota, right? So you got a lot of teams have a lot to play for still. I wouldn't count on anyone being benched yet. But yeah, Packers have a path to get into the postseason, and it looks like now that they're in the red zone, I mean, Miami's going to have to start using the timeouts now. This is huge. This is such a big win for Green Bay, because it proves that the Packers cannot just beat up on, the teams that they've been beating. We can beat the Miami Dolphins in Miami. Like this is a playoff type game. And the Packers are proving right now that they can win a playoff game. So, and Rodgers, one of the best at the hard snap, makes the Miami defense jump off sides. It's going to be an automatic first down with 3:03 left in the game. Shout out to Denver, the 3:03. Liam Wolf said, I'm still believing that the Steelers will make the playoffs. You have to. You got to keep believing. I really think there's a chance the Steelers get in. But they're going to need a lot of help. The Packers have an easier route at 6-8. They're about to be 7-8 if they can hold on to this one. All right, motion man. Rodgers under center. It's going to snap this, and it's going to be a pitch to the outside. This one's going to go nowhere, but Aaron Jones does a great job in staying in bounds, letting that clock dwindle down. 25 seconds on the play clock. Miami's going to burn one. Miami's going to burn their second timeout. They got one remaining, which means they could run one more play, call a timeout, and this is interesting. This kind of sets up for an interesting third down right here. I mean, it does mean that if they get a first down, the game's over. Will they get a first down? Will they pick up the first down? Here we go. I got my whole family at this game. My brother, my dad, stepmom, friends. They all live in Miami. They're all at this game cheering for the Packers. All right, 2nd and 13. Rodgers is in shotgun. He's going to snap this ball. He's going to hand it off. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, if he could have stayed on his feet, he could have had the first down, but somebody just got him by the ankles. That Phillips. It was the linebacker. He has they would call it a gaping hole on TV. A gaping hole. And Phillips just able to dive full extension and grab his leg before he can run through that hole. Man, that is literally a game-saving tackle by number, 15? You don't see 15 on defense very often. Liam said your community is growing. Absolutely, we are, and that's just a huge shout out to all you guys. I haven't been doing anything different. You guys are the ones making it grow. Everything sounds weird today. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 5. Miami is out of timeouts. That is 0. A first down essentially kind of ices this game. Rodgers is in shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers to the right. He moves the running back. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, and the running back's only going to be able to pick up 2. I don't like that. Fuck. Why would you play that conservative? A touchdown wins the game. What are they doing? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, so that's why you run the ball. Because you're going for it on 4th down. Oh my gosh, this is insane, guys. This is so much. Okay, here we go. It's 4th and 3. They're really going for it. Maybe they're just trying to jump him. Okay, they're just trying to get him to jump. Okay, so timeout Green Bay. Timeout Green Bay. Once again, Phillips, number 15 on defense, saved the game for Miami. This game would have been over without that ankle-grabbing tackle. So, okay, so they call a timeout. They try to get a cheap false start, and let's see. They try to get the cheap one. They don't get it. They call a timeout. Now they're going to go back to their huddle. They're going to talk about it, and I expect Crosby to come back out and make a field goal, and he will. So Crosby lined up. This is a 26-yard attempt, and this one's up, and it's right down the middle. The Packers have a 6-point lead, but you don't feel great about it. You don't feel great about this. Please don't let this be a classic choke of the Packers in a 2-minute drill where it has been terrible all season. Man, once again, we just have to believe. We just have to find a way to believe. 2 has thrown 2 picks in the second half. Let's just assume that Jareer Alexander is going to get, a game-sealing interception here. That's a valid concern. It's a valid concern. I don't like the 3rd and 5 call to run the football. I just don't. You could get a first down, you win the game. You get a touchdown, you win the game. You're Aaron frickin' Rodgers, you win the game. Your best player should always have the ball in their hands when you need them the most. It's not the time to get conservative. And LaFleur has he not learned in the playoffs? It's like he. All right, so Miami's taking this out. He's running it to the 28. It's like LaFleur gets like big balls in all the wrong times, like the fake punt on their own 30-yard line. It's like he has no problem doing that, but it's 4th and 5, and he doesn't want his best player to have the ball in his hands. I just don't get that. I can't get behind that. Cannot get behind that decision. Tyler said, just get some pressure on Tua and he'll make a mistake. That's how we got both of our picks. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for here. I'm hoping for Tua to just throw one more pick, especially with all the, I think, Colin Coward or whatever. He was like predicting this to be a blowout. He said like 34-14 or something. He just hates Aaron Rodgers because I won't say it. Just don't let Hill or Waddle get downfield and burn the defenders. Dude, that's the thing. You always have to be worried about Hill. Like, even if they only had 25 seconds, I feel like you still are worried that Tyreek Hill is somehow going to get loose in space. I mean, it's something you have to consider, you know? Tyreek Hill is a real freaking problem. And, you know, sometimes I wonder why they don't just have him run as fast as he can and every single play. Because it might even work, 25% of the time. Gosh, I can't imagine how nervous Grassi must be right now. He must be shitting his pants. My family's all at the game. They're probably freaking out. I told them to send me videos. They haven't sent me anything in the last 10 minutes. They're probably freaking out right now. Liam said, Merry Christmas. And Tyler said, let's just end this Christmas game with another Jareer pick and make my day. Are you wearing the jersey, Tyler? Are you wearing if you're just joining us now, Tyler got a Jareer Alexander jersey for Christmas. If you're not wearing the jersey, make sure you go put it on really fast because that might be our lucky omen. He said, yes, I'm wearing the Jareer jersey, and it's the white one. Perfect. He's got on this one right here for a visual representation. And I got on my cheese head as well. Dude, all right, we're locked and loaded. He's got his cheese head on. You know what? I'm going to grab my Packer glove. It's time. It's freaking game time. Can the Packers do it? To a shotgun formation. He's looking. He's going to throw it down. He tackles him inbounds. Clock continues to roll. No timeouts for the Dolphins. 147, 146, 145. 34 seconds on the play clock. 6 points allowed in final 2 minutes of second half. Second fewest in NFL. That's awesome for the Packers right now. All right, to a shotgun formation. 134 left at the snap. He's going to throw this down. It's intercepted. And it's Douglas. The glove. Packers win. Dolphins, get the hell out of our stadium. Wow. They're kissing the fans goodbye. Aaron Rodgers is walking back out on the field. And the Packers have proven one thing. They can beat a playoff team. This Dolphins team, playoff team, the Packers are better than them right now. the Packers, who knows, man? This could be like the 2008 New York Giants, 7-9. They come into the playoffs as a wild card. Nobody gives a shit about the Giants. They're not taken seriously. They shouldn't even be in the playoffs. And then they win the wild card round. And it's like, oh, the Giants, they won a game. Is there anything to this? And they're like, no. Then they win the divisional round. Then they win against actually the Packers in the NFC Championship. And then they win the Super Bowl against, Tom Brady and the Patriots. There's something to be said, and I'll say this. We know for a fact that the Packers don't do well in the playoffs when they're a first round by 13-3. So maybe, just bear with me. Maybe if they go in as a 7 seed that nobody cares and that there's no expectations for, maybe they can play loose. Maybe they can go on a run. I think if they can get into the playoffs and go the distance, win the Super Bowl, Rodgers retires. And Jordan Love takes over next year. And this goes down as one of the most amazing stories in Packers history. I mean, you talk about a team that's 4-8 that is looking at a 1-3%, probably not more than 3% chance of postseason. Now needing the Commanders to just lose one game and win out, and the Packers are in the playoffs. This is an incredible freaking story. Douglas INT, Liam said game is over, all caps. Let's go. I always want to shake the screen when I see those let's goes. And then let's go. I'm so happy as a Steelers fan. That's right, you needed that. Vikings, you're next. Yep, the Vikings are next, and I bet Grossi was going nuts. No doubt about it. I mean, how can you not? And the Vikings next is going to be no easy task as well. And look, I think the Packers win next week against the Vikings. And then I think the 49ers are going to take the 2 seed. And the Vikings are actually, when the season's over, not going to be a 2 seed. They're probably going to be a 3 because obviously the NFC South is just dog water. So this was incredible. I feel like everybody got their money's worth. I feel happy that it was a fun, exciting game because as we know, the Broncos and the Rams are up next, and that game may not be as entertaining, but I'm a Broncos fan, so I don't really care. I'm going to watch the game. I'm going to be happy. Like I said, I'm going to have my friend, my coworker, he's a Rams fan. He's going to be on here with me. We're going to be watching the game together. So let's see. It's 1:04. The game comes on at 1:30, so we'll take a 15. Let's see. Is Russ starting today? Russ is starting today. We can either take like a 15-minute break, or if you guys have any questions you want to throw up in the chat, I'll just stay here and hang out with you guys. But if not, I'll take a break. The ball is in your field, essentially. We'll see if you guys have anything that you want to discuss. What a freaking game. I can't wait to see Rick after telling him that the Packers were going to win. He didn't take it seriously. He definitely is listening. I can just feel it. I can feel it. And he hates this. He's a Bears fan. As you can see, the Bears fan. Everything's backwards. Bears fan. So, yeah, he hates when the Packers win. And he hates that I predicted that the Packers, I think it was 4 weeks ago, I was like, hey, what's going on? We got Philly Sports Talk Podcast joining us in the chat. What's going on? We are just debriefing what we just witnessed, which was an incredible game by the Packers. I feel like everybody got their money's worth on that game, and it was a playoff game. So the Packers are still alive with the win. They can win out. It's going to be hard, right? But we saw the Lions get beat pretty bad to the Panthers. Do I think the Packers are better than the Panthers? Absolutely, I do. Okay. The Vikings. Which Vikings team are the Packers going to get? Are they going to get the second half of the Colts Vikings? Are they going to get... I expect a close game. Now, the problem is, if you're a Packers fan, you don't want a close game against the Vikings because the Vikings are 12-0 in games that are decided within a touchdown. So I think the key to the Packers' success against the Vikings next week is going to be to start fast and get to a double-digit lead. And if they don't do that, I don't see them winning the close game. The Vikings have done it 12 times now this season. The Packers need to beat the Vikings like not like a 23-20. I'm saying the Packers need to like 34-17 the Vikings. That's what the Packers need to do next week. Make no mistake about it. This is a very important game, and they cannot keep it close. So I'm excited about that one. Philly, if you're jumping in right now, we are about to go live. I said I got a Rams fan coming over. I'm a Broncos fan, so we're going to watch the Broncos and the Rams. Be nice to him. He's not a professional camera guy. I talked him into it. I was like, dude, you won't even know the camera's there. We're just going to be watching the game together. And he's like, yeah, man, for sure. So that is coming up next. I'm super excited about that. I've been on the Broncos Twitter, seeing all of the players, seeing the locker room, seeing them all warm up. And here's my bold prediction. Patrick Surtain, he's going to get 2 interceptions today. 2. Count it, 2 picks for Patrick Surtain today. We will see if that comes true. We had 2 picks last week, but stay with the Only Football Crew to find out. We are going to take maybe a 10-15 minute break, and when we come back, the Broncos will be taking on the Rams. We have a huge rivalry going on. He goes, I'm live tomorrow for Chargers and Colts. That's what's up. Philly's going live tomorrow. We're going to be live too. We go live for all the primetime games. Philly sports, I guess if you're an Eagles fan, then there's really nothing kind of weighing on them. He goes, nah, he's cool. I watched him with you last week, I believe. Genja Ninja knows who I'm talking about. If he gets 2 picks, I'll wear his jersey every Sunday. Wow. So Jinja has a Patrick Surtain jersey on the way to his house because he supported this channel so much. And he says if they end up with 2 picks, if Surtain gets 2 picks, that's my bold prediction, he's going to wear the jersey every Sunday. That's a big order for a guy that doesn't love the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned with us, and we will see you in like 10 minutes. All right. Bye, guys.